80s in most spots around Atlanta. North and east of Atlanta, it is going to be cooler than that tomorrow. On Wednesday, a blend of clouds and sunshine. Still cannot completely rule out a stray shower flaring up during the afternoon. Wednesday's high temperature, again, 83, 84 degrees, somewhere along those lines, maybe 85 if that sunshine hangs on long enough, which is pretty typical for this time of the year. Tomorrow morning, first thing, 58 Ellijay, 59 for Helen and for Carrollton, Griffin, Covington, 61 degrees. LaGrange, Thomaston at 60 degrees. So a cool start out there, and then it gradually warms through the 60s, 70s, and into the lower 80s, so about 83 degrees for the high in Atlanta tomorrow afternoon. It'll be cooler by several degrees as you go up north, where there will be a lot more clouds and a couple of stray showers. Now on Wednesday, temperatures climb into the low to mid 80s, and on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they'll get even warmer than that. 87s are forecast Thursday, Friday. Saturday, we're talking about 88 degrees, which is about 5 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year by Saturday afternoon. Quick look at the tropics. There's what's left of PTC number 8. This is Gordon out here in the Atlantic, and it is heading out into the open Atlantic as a tropical depression right now, but it is expected to become a tropical storm again. It's no threat to land. Nothing else cooking right now in the tropics. Here's Atlanta's most accurate 7-day forecast. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s into and through the weekend. Maybe a couple of degrees cooler for us on Sunday. Fall arriving in the morning. It'll be a nice weekend overall. Low chance of any rain, only a 20% chance on Monday.
Thank you.